I've carved one leaf so I can show you what I'm aiming for. So I'm keeping it quite simple. This is very simple, not too fussy, keep it simple. We will be putting a vein in the middle of each lobe, but at the moment we're not going to do that. We've got a centre vein here, and this curve is nice and fluid and points roughly to the centre here. And then here, between each leaf, it's hollow, or rather onto the leaf, and then the bit here where the eyes are, where the little recesses are, that's convex, so that's like a tube. And these are heading off like this. This is probably not like a true oak leaf, but this isn't an oak leaf, this is a wood carving. So I'm bringing these off in line, so you get this sort of energy happening, which is wonderful. I'm coming right down to the edge, so this is only a millimetre, a 32nd of an inch down here. But I haven't tackled the edge yet. That will be the next stage. And it might be that actually I don't quite like this edge, and I will be cutting that in. For example here, I'm not sure about this bit here, so I might take a bit off there and redo the edge. But at the moment we're bringing the form down to the edge. Okay. I'm trying to keep the height here and dropping it down there, so I get this full sort of arc going on here. And the last thing I'd say is that I'm bringing this down into here, and as I bring it into here I can clean this up, this edge here, this cutting edge. So having said that, that's the idea we're looking for. Let me show you on this leaf on the other side how I go about it. I'm starting by putting the centre vein like this down the middle, and I've made this side narrower than this side, so there's a bit of an optical illusion, a bit of perspective, because that bit of the leaf is further away. So I put that in to begin with, nice fluid line that goes around, and I'm going to use my V tool, but what I'm going to do is tilt it so that the wall to this side is vertical and it pulls, drops away to that side. I'm going with the grain like this, so I'll need my mallet. I'd even take a little bit more off. Okay, so I've got a nice big wall here. And this wall will eventually be rounded over. So again, turning your carving tool upside down, you can round this wall over a little bit like this. And then on this side, we can start taking wood away. And what I want to do is make sure that this bit all comes out like this. And it'll be the same on this side. So it's actually radiating out. So we'll start taking wood away here. Something a little deeper, perhaps. Like this. I see what's happening here. I'm going against the grain, so I need to come in this direction here. So I'm going to get in the way of the camera for that. But the important thing is that I'm sort of stroking downhill, down the grain, like this, and coming right to the edge, like there. Bear in mind, as I said, I'm going to alter this. So I'm left with a little line here. That's the ridge where that works. So I need to come back this way. The other thing is sometimes as I'm coming round, I'm going to find that the handle of the tool is too low. Everything's getting in the way. So either I can cut this off, literally cut this piece of wood off here and mount it on something that moves, or which is a very good idea, or I'm going to start having to use bent tools like this. so that I can get right in like this. So think of it as just stroking that shape in. So coming around here, again a little bit deeper, I think. And if necessary, I can make this a little bit deeper. Okay, and then, so bearing that in mind, I'm going to have to come this way, and I'll be in the light here. But on this side, it's exactly the same. These lines are sort of following round like this. So where the leaf is in between, I can start taking wood away. Where's my tool? Here we go. So really keeping this edge coming downhill, and when I get to this bit here, the middle, very light, so just a very light ridge. Then as I come over here into this bit of the carving, again I'm going to have to come downhill here like this. I can start taking more wood away, so that's that one coming around here like this. Oops, very light over there. Let me flip this around so you can see this a bit better. So this edge here, I'm going to drop down, keep that height there, drop it here, so that I hide a little bit of that, what's going to be undercutting. So having created the troughs, if you like, I can then, just soften this bit in the middle, like that, and everything's going to be heading back this way like this. So pay attention to those lines, and be the same here. This one's going to come down and be more undercut there. So as I bring it out to the edge, this is basically what I'm doing. I'm bringing this out to what will be the edge, and then I'll draw in the edge eventually and trim that off. So as I come to the edge, I need to think what that edge is going to look like. And if we can twist it a little bit, give a little bit more interest, then we should. This is a great stage because we are having fun just modelling these shapes. So enjoy this part. This has been, this is the interesting part of the carving in a way. And I'll just repeat, making sure that everything is flowing back, nothing too dramatic, especially as you get near the middle, coming down here into there, and that will include this bit back here. So I'm going to get in the light again, and this will be trimmed off, so into here as well. Here's our leaf. I've got the middle here, I've got a high spot running down here. These lines are all radiating from here, so it's a nice energetic leaf. Now, having done that one, I've done the other side. I'll just do this one here. Then I've got all three leaves pretty much modelled and ready to move into the last stages. I think you can see now that they look like acorns and oak leaves. The one thing I would say is that there is nothing parallel here. Check all these lines, make sure there's nothing parallel. Everything's tapering, converging towards this point here. So with these 3 leaves and the 3 acorns pretty much modelled, we're into the next stage, which is refining that and yeah, coming on towards the finish of the project.